What's up, guys? Brett with Goat Fort Farms here. Kara's back at work now. I'm looking for work now. And that leaves me here during the day to take care of all these lovely animals. I got the Paw Patrol with me right now. But just gonna take you all around, do some chores, yap a little bit. Come with me. Well, since I started videoing, I forgot I'd turned the water on. So now these guys have a nice little pond developing here in the boys' pen. I love the turkeys, but I tell y'all, I did not think any of these guys and gals were gonna survive because of how severe that blackheads disease is. And I'm thankful we still have them. I'm thankful we still have them. I can't wait to see them eventually lay eggs, have some little turkey babies, and continue to grow. I don't know how big these guys are gonna get. What's up, gang? Y'all say hi. Oh, sugar. Oh, sugar. Well, we got all these goats in here with Silver, and well, he just doesn't really know what to do with himself. I don't think he's never really been in the room with a woman more than a couple minutes, and now they're living with him. So I think it's kind of weirding him out at this point, but it's definitely weirding the does out. They are ready to be back with their herd, but they're doing pretty good. You might notice that the previous and former turkey coop is in here and it's missing all of its side netting. That's because Rocky decided to get tangled up in it and destroy it, so I had to destroy the rest of it. So now it's a nice little shade for the goats, or a covering eventually for them from the rain, because we'll get more tarps and we'll put it along the top there. We pretty much just decided as well to keep this gate open. We were gonna try and keep the dogs in there, but we very quickly found out Wildy and Stella could easily get through these squares, which just left Leia in there all alone and sad. And well, that's just not fair. I was pretty confident in her demeanor from when we've had her over these past couple weeks that she wouldn't do anything to the animals, and I was pretty much right about that. The first day, she thought the turkeys were gonna play with her. Quickly, she found out old boy there was not playing around though. He was ruffling his feathers and getting all bigger than her. And so she hasn't really messed with him since then. And they've kept to our fence line really well, where they haven't gotten out and ran around. They know where the house is and they know where they are safe, so they stick around here. They've also got to reunite with Max, which both parties are enjoying a lot. Probably a little too much. On Thursday, we're gonna go get them fixed, which is excited to get that done. And then of course we've got Confetti and Cash in here, and Confetti has really just been so sweet to this little buckling, and that sometimes we'll just catch them out here laying together, just chilling in the shade, laying down together. Confetti will get his, of course, but then he'll let Cash eat out of the bowl, which, you know, that might not seem like, you're probably like, wow, that's so generous. But really for goats it is. That's abnormal behavior, especially for an alpha buck like Confetti is. But now they're doing really good in here. I think they're enjoying it. They mostly just hang out. What's up, Cash? Hey, Confetti. Confetti's probably a little jealous of Silver over there, but he didn't really even show it. I don't even know if he knows the girls are over there. Guys, if y'all would have asked me 4 more years ago if I'd ever live out in the country on just in the middle of nowhere, despite my accent, I definitely would have said absolutely not. But as you get older, your opinions start to change on things. And especially when you get married, you find yourself molding to fit the same shape as your spouse. And so I knew when my in-laws moved to where we are and they got their own land, and Kara decided, let's try out some goats. We lived in a neighborhood at that time in town, but I knew, I was like, we're definitely gonna end up out in the country in the middle of nowhere. And I thought that would take a while because, well, the market's not great for it right now. But fortunately, I had a very good paying job, and we had a very good opportunity come up to get the property that we're on now. And we jumped on it, and I was excited about it. Something I never thought I'd be excited about, honestly, is having to take care of all this land and a bunch of animals. Because naturally, I'm a pretty indoorsy person, but as I've grown older, and goes along with being in the armed forces as well, I've started to enjoy the outdoors a lot more. I certainly never thought I'd be cutting down trees or pulling giant piles of sticks and burning them, but here we are on a 11:30 on a Monday morning doing just that. So I guess the moral is, you never know where life's going to take you. That's very true for a lot of things in my life, and I think it's best to just embrace the change. Embrace the change, always keep growing. Y'all, one of my favorite parts of living out here is finding a nice place to sit down and then just taking in the sights and sounds of the country. I got my Paw Patrol following me around, and well, you might hear the goats back there, and they're not sounding so peaceful right now. But as much as I can, I like sitting out here, enjoying the sound of the wind going through the trees, the leaves rustling, all the animals, of course the animals, the crickets, the birds, the cicadas in the evenings. It's a peaceful experience that a lot of people, I don't think, appreciate, and they can't appreciate it unless they've just been out here sitting around enjoying and taking it in, living in the moment. What a sweet girl Leia is. Her leg is doing better. She's obviously running a lot more than she was, which is great for her leg. It's never gonna be healed to the same extent that, you know, her other legs are. You can easily tell the difference there. This one is so much thinner, but she gets around on it really well. And oh, y'all, I love this dog. Never have I heard goats yap more than since putting these girls in this bin. They are sick to death. Silver, you can just tell they want out of here. They are not used to being in a pen though. Silver is. This is his home, but they are so used to being able to just run free. Hey, honey, we're gonna get to you in a minute. But y'all need to be in a pen. My great plan, eventually, is to have multiple pens and to destroy that vegetation back there. Y'all, it's been like 15 more minutes since I last complained about forgetting the waters on, and sure enough, I forgot to turn it off. If you hear that sound, that's the sound of my well draining. Not really. We have plenty of water, hopefully. But y'all, I'm getting sidetracked on this video stuff. I'm about to give them my best yip. I don't know how Kara came up with that, but it calls them. It speaks to them, I swear. Yip! Come here, honey. We're gonna have to milk her. That's gonna be an adventure for everybody involved. Hey, good job. I think they were coming anyways. They didn't really care for my yip. I ain't got no more grain. I'm sorry. Y'all, I told you it was gonna be an interesting experience. Well, honey just ran right out of the pen. luckily she did a pit stop at the turkey grain over there, and so I grabbed her. And now the fun part begins. This ain't gonna be no professional milking job. I'm just trying to get a little bit out of her. We're trying to wean her, I think is the correct terminology. And her udder already looks significantly less full today. So. All right, honey. All right. Garrett tells me this is the correct way for a solo person to do it. I don't know if she's lying to me and laughing at me at the same time, but it works somewhat. She doesn't like it if you hold her legs and someone else milks. She probably also doesn't like the pack of dogs that surround her while I milk her to lap up all the milk. Lap up. Probably a little bit more. Back up. Back up. Yeah, back up. I think we'll leave it there for right now. We'll milk her again later tonight. All right. She's not gonna escape this time. Isn't that right? Come on. Back into the pen. Does not want to go back in the pen because, oh, it's a pen. Today, she ran me right in there, so that's good. Well, y'all, that's about it for me today. Down in the comments, comment what your favorite part of where you live is. Let's discuss that. Out in the country, city, the suburbs, wherever you may be, there's positives to where you're at, and I'd love to hear about it. Today is also Kara's birthday, so leave her a nice happy birthday in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. And remember, if you have a dream, go for it.